Hello again, everyone. It's Lori the Frugal Mom. It is Thursday, February 15th. Just thought I would hop on for a few minutes. I got my first nasty comment today. And this comment was in response, and sorry, when you see yourself on video, you realize, how, a hot mess you are. So that's what I'm doing. I'm ready for bed, so I'm not out to impress, but anyway, I digress. So I got my first nasty comment today, and it was in response to a food pantry video that I posted at the beginning of December. So the person had said, don't go to the food bank if you receive food stamps. You shouldn't be having to go to the food pantry/food bank. First off, it's really none of anybody's business. But just so you all are aware, I do not receive food stamps at this time. I did apply, and I'm sure I will get approved for a nominal amount. Just so those of you who have never been on this kind of assistance understand, we received, for a family of five, $500 a month. Now, with inflation being as it is, and with teenagers in general, $500, especially to eat healthy, some of us have food allergies and whatnot, and it's hard to survive on $500 a month for groceries. Some may say it's not, but it is. So when I had the food stamps, very rarely did I have to go to the food bank. This is true, but sometimes I would, just to make up at the end of the month, because it just wasn't enough to get through the whole month. And now I don't have that. So sometimes it literally is the choice between, do I pay a bill? Do I have my brakes fixed? Do I get medicine that one of us needs, or do I buy groceries? So, what I will do when I go to the food pantry, and I haven't been in a few weeks because I've been using what I have, is I will just buy what I need to supplement what I get from the food pantry to create meals. And I do meal plan. I'm very frugal, and I try to buy the least that I need to. But having said that, it's this judgmental attitude that keeps people from getting what they need, the help that they need. It makes people feel ashamed to reach out and get help. There's people who have bigger family than mine. And right now, we're no longer a family of 5, now we're a family of 4. But still, if you're hungry and you don't have the means to feed your family, you should feel absolutely no shame going to get assistance. Everybody needs help once in a while. And obviously, there's some people who just don't understand how things work, how life works. They've never been this far into the struggle, and they don't know that, it's not that we're living off of the system. It's just that we genuinely have struggles, I do work from time to time, even though I'm disabled, but it's hard. I never know when I'm going to feel well enough to put in a full day of work, so it's not like I can go get a regular job. So I do Instacart. And my goal is to do Instacart twice a week when I feel well. Now, for the past, I would say 6 weeks, I have been battling with mono, and I'm finally starting to feel a little bit normal. For the first couple of weeks when I was on steroids, everything was just so inflamed. I was so sore, so uncomfortable, and exhausted. I would get up to make my family dinner, and I would break a fever, and not break a fever, sorry. I would get a fever from just the activity of doing that. You can still kind of see, I'm still a little swollen here. I finished my last round of steroids last week, so I really haven't worked in that 6-week time, and I've just been very frugal to try to power through it. I live on Social Security disability. My sister who lives with me gets a small amount, and child support and whatever I make on Instacart, or my small business when I'm active with it. So it's not like my family and I and people like us are freeloaders or anything, or taking anything out of anybody else's mouth. You have to be aware that a lot of these things that are donated to the food pantry, if nobody takes them, they're going to get thrown out. So in a way, we're actually being helpful by preventing food waste. So that's a good thing. So instead of going into a landfill, it's going into our tummies. It's nourishing my children. And a lot of it, it's very nice, healthy food. Good meat, fresh vegetables, fruit, things of that nature. So if you don't know what it's like to struggle like those of us who go to the food pantries, please don't pass judgment. If you don't know what it's like to walk in our shoes, just don't go there. It's easier to just practice kindness and thank God that you don't know that struggle. You know, I mean, there's struggles that I don't know about, and I'm not going to be judgmental, or I try not to be. You know, put yourself in somebody else's shoes. Again, practice kindness. You know, everybody's going through something that you don't know anything about. So to make that comment is really hurtful, and it's rude. Obviously, most of us, if we didn't need to go to a food pantry, we wouldn't. And it's extremely humbling for us, especially when we're going for the first time. So it's not easy to ask for help, but when we do, it took a lot for us to get there. So just keep that in mind. So I ask all of you to be kind to each other, count your blessings. Please like, share, and subscribe. I'm trying to grow the channel. And I appreciate all of you. God bless.